I have one video left, and then I will be at 3,000 videos I've posted. 3,000 videos I've posted to my YouTube channel. I'm not sure if this is 3,000 or if the next one is 3,000, but I'm aware of it. So now, yeah, so now. Shake it up, baby, now. Shake it up, baby. Twist and shout. Twist and shout. Go, 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 oh, baby, now. Come on, baby. We'll work it all out. Work it all out. Kevin Milan, hola, said hi, said hi, said hi, said hi. If you don't already know, I am Kevin G Nicholson, and I'm the host of this YouTube channel. I'm broadcasting from Danielson, Connecticut, which is the upper northeast corner of the United States. Said hi, said hi, said hi. I'm broadcasting from the Eastern time zone, so it's 3:12 p.m. here. I like that too. Thanks for subbing. I always appreciate someone who appreciates, you know, I like to consider myself a constructive guy. I like to be nice. Why be a douche if you don't have to? So much stress. And with that thought, here's a little song I wrote. You might want to learn it note for note. Don't worry. Be happy. Hey, Kyla. In every life you have some trouble. When you worry, make it double. Don't worry. Be happy. Look at me, I'm happy. Don't worry, be happy. Do 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 do. The landlord say the rent is late. You may have to litigate. But don't worry, be happy. Don't worry, be happy. Ain't got no cash, ain't got no style, ain't got no lass to make you smile. But don't worry, be happy. 'Cause when you worry, your face will frown. That will bring everybody down. So don't worry, be happy. Look at me, I'm happy. Do 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 do. I hope that cheered you up a little bit. There's a lot of bad stuff going on out there. That doesn't mean you have to be miserable all the time. In fact, you should take some time off of that anger, that frustration. Just gotta let the universe breathe. Marina Rodriguez said hi, said hi, said hi. How am I? Well, currently, I'm not hungry. I'm not sick. No one I know is seriously sick. So I think I'm doing pretty good. I'm broke, but that's okay. It's not all about the money. It's about the content of your heart, the content of your character. Isn't that right, Emily? Emily said hi, said hi, said hi, said hi. Friend, you're very good at making music. Congratulations. It's music to my ears. Thank you very much. I have 25 music albums. If you have access to like Spotify or Amazon Prime or Apple or iTunes or any of that stuff, you can look them up. And even simply by listening helps a little tiny bit. Although the best thing you can do is watch my videos from my home channel here on YouTube, because they're currently actually paying me a little bit. Can I sing what? Payphone? I don't even know payphone. If I had an idea, I might actually give that an attempt. But my range is very limited. If you want range, you want Sparky, the legendary Sparky. He's the real musician. Him or Steve Cutler live, they're excellent. I'm like a hack. I know like 7 songs, and they're all goofy. Search it up. I'll take a look. Okay, payphone. Phone chords. CHORDS. I do it slowly because I have a guitar in my lap. Okay, let's see. Well, I'll tell you what, we'll scoot that over to this one. Right. Goodbye, friend. God bless. Oh, thank you very much. Appreciate that. Back at you. May your life consist of more laughter than tears for the rest of your days. Please feel free to come back at any time. Let's see. Let's see if I can even do this while it's doing. I'm at a payphone trying to call home, and all my change I spent on you. Where have the times gone? Baby, it's all wrong. Where are the A minor, right? were all the plans we made for two. Yeah, I know it's hard to remember, remember the people we used to be. It's harder, even harder to picture that you're not here next to me. You say it's too late to make it, but it isn't too late to. I have to scroll. Is it too late to try? Try. And in our time that you wasted, all our bridges burned down. I wasted my nights. You turned out the light. I wasted my nights. You turned out the lights. There we go. Now I'm paralyzed. Oh, sorry, Maddie. Hey, Maddie. I'm making an attempt at this. Marina Rodriguez. But all right, let's see. What's going on here? Hi, said why. Side of my son, Liam. Liam Rodriguez. Hi to Liam Rodriguez. Liam Rodriguez is cool. There. Hello to Liam Rodriguez. Liam Rodriguez is cool. I'll get it better. You find out if we get enough time. I'm also kind of I'm ready to start. I'm chomping at the bit to get into the basin. Even with nothing, even with a level 1, that's fine. Although you can't go in the basin at level 1, can you? Don't you have to get to like 25 before you're allowed in the basin? Hey, Benito! Benito! It's pretty oppressive out there. I love the sun. I went out. I don't know if you saw the short. I went out. I was told that coffee grounds would be good fertilizer for pumpkins. And so, all right, I figured I'd take a little coffee and I sprinkled some coffee grounds in my pumpkin patch. Well, I also heard that if you put cayenne pepper over your plants, then the animals aren't going to get into it as much. And so as I'm doing it, I'm realizing I'm making pumpkin spice. And then I went back inside. I prepped. I have everything ready for like portable so I could go out and so I could shoot some behind the scenes stuff and to work on that AI thing. And but it's hot. So I've been very slow to act today. Thank heavens for small miracles. Benito, you're one of my small miracles. I can't thank you enough. Full A, sorry. Oh, you told me how to pronounce this too. Amina Mendez, right? Did I say it right this time? Is it? Or did I screw it up again? Yeah, I do remember you. Amina Mendez. Amina Mendez. If I say it enough times, eventually it'll stick with me. Amina Mendez. Do I remember you? Yes, I do. Do I remember you? Yep. I reside in Danielson, Connecticut, which is which is a borough inside the town of Killingly, and that's in the upper northeast part of Connecticut, which is called the Quiet Corner. And Connecticut is part of New England, which is a section of the northeast part of the United States of America, and that is the United States, which resides on a portion of this big world we live in. My exact GPS coordinates, I do not know. Did I miss anything? I don't know what the second redacted one was because I was looking here. But I try not to scratch my ears in public, but sometimes you get an itch. It's not like it's gooey or anything. Everything's very dry. I'm very dry. I'm glad I'm very dry. I like to be a dry guy. I'm a dry guy. Right now, I'm just kind of like letting time flow over me. Feeling the universe pass over the shores of my perceptions. Perceptions over time, they're all peculiar. Here, picker, here, picker. What was the joke? Did I ever tell you? My grandfather told me a joke once, and he was, "Hello, Carabello family. Good to see you again." My grandfather told me a joke once. He goes, "Okay, there are kids in there at the school dance, and there were two kind of fugly-looking kids, and the girl had the girl had buck teeth. She was very self-conscious about them. And there was this guy who was really interested in the girl, but he had a wooden eye. And so he finally worked up the courage to go up to the girl and go, "Hey, excuse me, miss, you're very pretty. Would you dance with me?" And she got so excited, she went, "Would I? Would I?" And he went, "Buck teeth, buck teeth." And that ended that relationship. So my grandfather told me that joke. I love my grandfather. Loved past tense. It's been a long time. But it's amazing because the sigil House Fox still stands. Bill Lance. I remember a joke like that from childhood. Maybe my grandfather told it to you. It's not bad. The one my brother told is a lot grosser. You want to talk about a musician? He's a real musician. He went to all the schools. I learned in a back alley while nursing two kids off my alcoholic rectum. These are jokes. That's not true. Oh, I laugh at my own jokes. Yay. Yeah. What was I gonna say? Oh, I was gonna. Because I just learned a couple. I learned a couple chords, and then a couple people taught me a couple other chords. And I still don't know what an E minor sharp 7 to the power 9 is. There's so many. Sometimes I look at these things and goes, oh, okay, play it. A 7 sus A. What? What's a 7 sus A? I lost somewhere along the line. It's like they dropped off in a Japanese internment camp. I can't speak the language. But they can. All those power musicians with their highfalutin educations. I wish I were smart like my brother. I wish I were clever like my dad. But I don't have that kind of talent. And that kind of makes me pretty sad. Oh, well. I think I have something there. If I can get to the point where I can actually, but I'm pretty decent with responding in real time. That's like a family gift, like a genetic gift. Thank God for that. But I'm not quite tuned in. I figure give me a couple more years of this, and I'm gonna be a smoke show in regards to really being able to become one with my instrument and my music. I feel like I'm on my way, but I gotta survive for another 2 years. That's gonna be a little tough. A little tough. That's all right. Put this down for a second. I need to sip out of the old piss mug. Look at the size of that mug. Ooh. Ah. It's a hot summer day. There's nothing like I don't know if you can see the ice cubes in there. You see that? It's glorious. And this was the frosted mug when it started. And it's still cold now. That's Paradise by, no, not by the dashboard. That's margarita. No, it's not margarita. It's just good iced tea. All right. La 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 la. That's good enough. Yep, just iced tea. No booze whatsoever. Yet. But when I make the other iced tea, the green tea, and it looks yellowish when I make it, and so some of the people in the chat started calling it my piss mug because it does. It looks like I had a mug of piss because of the color of that green tea. I'll tell you, it's my first preference is soda, but since soda's getting very pricey, making huge vats of iced tea is more more cost effective. So I'm grateful I have something to fall back on. And if it's done right, like this stuff is pretty good. But there's certain teas, like the Snapple teas, if you got to get the right one. If you get the wrong one, it's just like it goes right out. Depends if they start using that saccharin. Start using artificial sweetener number 27. Then you just feel like you're sucking down chemicals at that point. That's no good. See me hit myself with the nose when I did that. Oh, because if you can't laugh at yourself, who can you laugh at? I should get my book. I should practice my... How long have I been going? 27 minutes? Homemade iced tea is what I always drink when I'm presenting my newly written songs on YouTube. The Lord, has blessed me with 499 so far. Songs or flavors of iced tea? Because that's pretty impressive. No, that's a lot. That's a lot of songs. So you don't have to worry about copyright strikes at all, ever. You have stuff to go forever. Anytime me or Sparky start to cover something else, we always get dinged. Bang, bing, bing, bing. Oh, damn it. So and that's what I was talking about. I have a little book here, and it's and I write my songs in here. And I was working on one. There's Don't Let Them in Your Head. Don't let them in your head. Use your agency instead. That's what I was going for. But yeah, so I between that, this is like skits and jokes, and I have books upon books full of these. But still, I always end up falling back on, like stuff that people knows. Like Don't Worry, Be Happy. I do a lot, and I do the... Well, that's real nice of you to do. I appreciate that. Every sub helps. Every time I can spread out a little bit. Anytime you can share someone's new work that you think you have an affinity for. I live in Danielson, Connecticut, and that's a borough in the town of Killingly. And the town of Killingly resides in the upper northeast corner of Connecticut, which is called the Quiet Corner. And Connecticut is a state within the United States that exists in New England, which is the upper northeast corner of the United States. Now, if this has gotten confusing, that's okay, because we're just about done. You pull back, I'm in the United States, which is part of this big world, which we live in, but somehow we think we're at the top of it. Not my call, by the way. Indiana. I'm trying to think if I've ever been in Indiana. I passed through Indiana. I don't think that counts, though, right? Wait, that's Amish country, isn't it? Now I'm going to use a blanket statement that I know is ridiculous to say. I'm going to say it for comedic purposes. The- How are you watching me? Technology's illegal in Indiana, isn't it? See, I know that's not true, but I'm saying it all the same. Now you tell me if that's funny at all. I think it's a little funny. I don't think it's really funny. I think it's a little funny. Says the man drinking his tea. Would I lose you with that joke, Bill? That, he called me honest, damn it. How dare he? Corny. Oh, that hurts. That was my grandfather's joke. Yeah, that makes it corny, kind of. And remember, neither of those characters are real people. There wasn't actually a little girl with buck teeth, and there wasn't really a little boy with a wooden eye. It's just a joke. People get so sensitive. You're making fun of people with wooden eyes. No! Fictitious character. I'm glad you appreciate the humor. For some reason, people seem to be liking me this the last couple months because my channel's been pretty growing pretty good, and so that's been encouraging me to get back on here and play a little and joke a little, and have conversations. We formed like a little community, which kind of amazes me. What? Hey, you gotta include everyone, or it's wrong. Right. Equal opportunity offending. That's what I'm doing. Our version, 60 years ago, it was wood eye and hairy lip. That's funny too. It's the same joke. It's just one's actually a little meaner. Because I knew the girls with the hairy lip. Those poor girls. Those poor girls. I remember my buddy. We were waiting to go into junior high. Granted, this isn't in the long ago. Me and my buddy at the time were waiting in line for the first day of school, and this is where all the elementary schools, they all can now they're all interacting together as a larger unit, and so you're seeing people you've never seen ever before. And my buddy Mike looks over at me and goes, "Hey, dude, that chick has a mustache." And we both went, "Ugh." It was so mean. We didn't do it to her, but I mean, it was just like. But I remember that going, "Oh, how's that happen? That's the most masculine chick I've ever seen." And I'm sure she was a lovely human being. I'm sure she was fantastic. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Now, if you really want to help, you can go watch some of those long form videos. Give me a little traction. If you find anything on my channel that you like and that you'd like to see me do more of, please let me know. I'm thrashing around for direction here. I'm gonna be playing World of Warcraft with Natty, and that'll cover a couple of months of like silly gaming stuff. But there's got to be something I've already done that people are like, "Yeah, do more of that." But I'm not objective, so I can't just like go look and go, "Oh, okay." So, yeah, that's my ask, I guess. Thank you for the sub, though. Sub in and of itself is enough. I'm amazed when I get on these things. I typically have rules. I'll get on and I'll only stay on for like 20 minutes. Because then you have the drop off. But I'm, see, here we go. Well, thank you very much. You take care as well. May you have more laughter than tears for the rest of your days, Bill Lance. You liked when I was blowing stuff up? When was I blowing stuff up? What are you talking about? I almost panicked for a second. I thought there was a spider hanging, like in my line of vision. I was about ready to get the old tennis racket, but no, it was just a glint of my... But I went, oh, attack. I'm trying to think. The tomato sauce. Oh. That was some old marinara. That was some very old marinara. You know, and it is the weather for, like, you know, getting hit in the face with a glass of water, that sort of thing. There are a lot more Pratt stuff that I could do, certainly while it's nice. Put me on that line of thought. That's why I got the book. Because so Stone Boy remembers later. Wow. I write a lot. Run, Demi! Is there such a thing as a harmonic Hershey Highway? When everyone like farts in unison and in tune? Okay, wait, what was I writing? Oh, blow things up. Blow things up. You know what? There it is. Yeah, well, we've already established I can't find those balloons for the life of me. I mean, I suppose I can get balloons next time I'm out. I'll keep it in mind. We'll see what the universe has in store, but just blow more stuff up is kind of a good comment in and of itself. We'll see how creative I can get. And yeah, but that last one probably ain't gonna happen. We shall see. Shall she? I don't know why I just sound like Sean Connery. We soon shall see. My Granny. Shall see. But yeah, no, that's good. But I'm sending everyone off to do these little missions. Like I sent you off on the AI mission, where it's like, all right, let me know what I can do that's better, or you know what I mean. I don't necessarily want ideas. I want to know what direction. Like I can't see what my natural talents are. I have a hunch, but I don't know. But you guys are all objective, so you can tell me, hey, see if you're good at this, or you are good at this and you don't know you're good at this. So you know what I mean? So that's kind of what I'm looking for. I'm looking for I'm looking for the key to like my superpower. I think it's there somewhere. I think one of you guys are going to give it to me. And maybe that's a little too optimistic, but that's all I got right now, man. Is it all I got? Let's see. Good question. Bit and pretty amazing there. And yeah. Where am I looking? I got all these screens up now. I showed you this before, right? I got the whole... Now you got the multiple screens. And the computer back there, right behind, right in front of the air conditioner. Oh, there we go. I'm starting to get used to this pretty well too. Thank goodness. I thought I was going to be at my mother's all day because generally she has hot dog day on Saturdays and everyone comes over. And it's a real hot day and we figured everyone would be in the pool. But my cousin Mike, his fiance said, no, we're all having it at our place. It kind of like stole the party. So she said, it's fine. And she's over there now. I'm thinking, I do have a master setup right there. You know, like a 36 channel mixer. I only need 2 channels. It's just like I cobbled all this together. And then I have the old CRT TV over here. I'm sure you saw that. An old Sony Trinitron, but it weighs like 7,000 pounds. I have like 2 that size, which I'm willing to, like, if someone was willing to come and get it, I'll give them away. They work. They're great. The picture quality is crystal clear, but they're heavy and they use a lot of electricity. So I gotta figure out what I mean, I don't know what else to do. I hate to chuck something that works, you know? But at this point, it's just kind of like a big heavy box to put things on or to find a place for. I mean, I suppose I could I suppose I could stack them all in the basement, see what time does to them, but any ideas? What should I do with the TV? Old CRT. My mom's got one she's trying to get rid of. I keep coming across big ones, and they're just like, no one wants them because they're heavy. Little flat screens does just as much, if not more. Now it comes with software and, you know? What's that do? Well, if you plug it into something, you can see a picture. Well, this right here, I don't even have to plug it into something. I just turn it on, and all of a sudden, little prongs come out of it, and they inject into my forehead, and I can see the entire interweb. Yeah, there's stuff in those CRTs. Creeping on the goobers, giggly. Queefing on the goobers. That's what she likes to do. Queefing on the goobers like you. She opens her legs and that's when we hear queef, 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 queef. Over the goobers and through the air. Queef, 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 queef. How could she fit that much air there? That's all I got for you. I think that might be a song right there, though. I think that was pretty good. If very low brow, it's not. It's very inappropriate to sing about. Queefing. Yeah, it's not funny. I'm gonna have to give a co-credit, marijuana. If it made you laugh, then that was the point. It's what I do, Giggly. I make you laugh, and then I make myself cry when I look in the mirror. Oh, oh, oh. I was once a handsome man. I attracted all the handsome women, all the handsome girls. That was in the old long ago, back in the day. I should put that to music. Well, no, there's some if you go find the live stream of me talking to Benito. It's labeled that way, and and right there I was in we. All right, let me try this again. I did a horizontal live stream, a standard live stream, and I was showing pictures of pretty much the last 20 years of my life, censored, of course, and. And so I was putting up pictures of all these different people I met, and old pictures of me and Sparky, and old, productions that we were on, and when we worked on certain movies and stuff. Because I've been around, and I worked with a lot of people, like legendary Sparky and I had known each other for easily 20 years. So, and I say handsome women because, if I say they're hot. These girls are so hot. So what you're saying about the girls, she's hot. They did have pretty aspects, most of them. But when I was younger, I would always go after the hot ones. Pretty, pretty was like an inherent. Pretty ended up being more valuable in the end because a natural pretty will last like forever, whereas hot fades really quick, and you can see that. There's an automatic detach at that point. And I behaved myself all the way through it. Which amazes me even more. There was a lot of temptation in certain moments. Sorry. Now I'm back into kind of remembering and talking. You're gonna watch for that. But then again, that's how these streams start working. Where I'm like, I'll just do another 20. All of a sudden, it turns into an hour. It goes quick. Why did that turn you, Giggly? Or you like, oh, I don't like him as much anymore, which is fine too. But handsome, like handsome is well put together, but you can be a handsome woman and not be a pretty woman. I mean, we're just talking semantics at this point, but why? There are different, like when sometimes people used to go, "Oh, you're so cute," and my response for years was just like, "Cute like a teddy bear," or or cute bangable. That would always be my comeback for years, because I wanted to know what category do I fall in. Well, I don't want so cute. I want it to be railable. So that was my find out. I appreciate that a lot, Benito. And that's because, like, I can trim a little of that and it won't hurt anything. And I do intend on bookending it. And I told you how. But it would be great to get a little feedback before I actually go into it for the final time and really start, editing. Putting it together as a final piece. Final piece of art. Of AI art. You're magnetic. My zipper's falling for you. I forgot you know all of those. I forgot who you were for a second, and now you reminded me. Oh, it's funny because, like, I think what? How long have you been with me, Giggly? At least a month, easily a month, right? Probably like 2 or 3. You that no, that's great. And Giggly's done that more than once, but I had forgot. So I'm saying, just give him the thumbs up. There's a good chuckle earned right there. And let me tell you, those good chuckles for these live streams, yeah, I do them, and I'm kind of like, these aren't as scripted as like the late night one with Sparky because we're pulling stuff up and we're trying songs and things, but go for it. Go for it. Every man I can help is. If at least to get a chuckle. See, I wish if there was like a what's the word? Not quite an OnlyFans, but something a little freer, like community standards wise. Because some of the photo sets I did back in those days were phenomenal, and I wish I could show them as they were, because they were racy. They were racy, but some of them were just beautiful. And again, that's objectifying them. They were. I was objectifying them physically, but I wasn't treating them shitty. That was my job as a photographer, was to objectify them and to find what I thought was pretty and to try to make that composition. I feel like I'm suddenly, like, for no reason, defending my life's choices. Yes, I like naked girls, all right. Turn the light off, turn the light off. Oh, if that isn't God's gift to the humanity. All right, we're closing on an hour, and I think I'm gonna take another hour to recharge, and then I'll be back. So you get through that piece, Benito. Giggly, you made me laugh. So that's really marijuana and rum. Rum is diabetes in a bottle. I like rum though, especially that coconut rum. That is dangerous. I might do coconut rum again, maybe in a future podcast. Anyway, all right, I'm gonna go take a break. I hope see you guys later. Bye bye.